Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is La Librarian Plans. Today I will be decorating my fitness planner. Let's get started. So for this week, I have selected the this fitness book from Recollections. I have some dating sheets from Agenda 52 Paper Studio, and then I have some coordinating washi from Live Love Posh. So let's get this going. So welcome. Um, I am going to start in a different place today, actually, than I usually do, which is I'm actually going to white out these numbers. I don't think I need to, but I kind of want to use. I want to do the numbers, and I definitely have to white out the days of the week. So rather than use my Tombow, which I usually would use for this, I'm using the pen, the Uniball Signo white gel pen, to give me a little bit more control, particularly because I think even though they look super wide on the sheet, the numbers are probably not as wide as the numbers here on the page. And of course, I'm using an outdated Happy Planner fitness book when I was looking for a book for this year, and I usually try to, get my lineup squared away by around now. Um, I there was no undated one, and I think the launch happened later, or I can't remember exactly what happened. But all I know is I didn't have an undated one, and I had this one. I found this one on Mercari, and then I just happened to be looking for my planners for this year. And wouldn't you know it, I found an undated one, which I still think is from last year. Um, and I'm debating whether I'm going to use it or not. But come back tomorrow. Actually, by the time you see this, this will be done. So tomorrow, I actually am going to record a video on my system for getting ready for next year. It's the first part. It's actually the first video where I'm going to talk about selecting a planner and, well, how I prepare in general, and then selecting a planner. And then over the next few weeks, I'm actually going to then um, talk you through how I go about it, which I won't claim to be an expert on it, but I will tell you this much. And of course, when you're watching this video, I've already recorded that. So go back to my feed and look for that first video. My goal is to prepare so that when the sales happen next month, those Black Friday sales and all the sales that happen um, in November, that I only that I know exactly what I need and that I buy only what I need instead of going kind of crazy like I often do during those sales. Um, I really don't need much. I'm in pretty good shape with my stash. Next year will be my 10th year of decorative planning. So that gives you a sense of how much I already have and how much I don't really need to buy more. All right, so I've whited that out, and then now that can sit, and I will get back to that at the end. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look through these and see if there's one. Um, no, let me start with the decoration, because otherwise I'm going to drive myself a little bit batty here. All right, so I'm going to do my usual thing in which I basically just try to fill in this space as much as possible. This first space. This is functional space. This is functional space. And this gets boxes. Also functional space. So, okay, so I want that sheet. I want this sheet. And I'm at the point now that I am taking apart my sticker books, because it makes it much easier to do what I'm doing, especially with this spread. And I'm thinking what else? There's some more decorative stuff here in the back. Oh, these are nifty. So I'm not going to use these here, but I'm going to take this page out. I missed it in my earlier travels. One thing I'm doing, next year involves those tiny icon stickers that usually I ignore. So you'll have to come back next year if you want to see what I do with that. But oh, I like this washi strips, so I'm going to use those. I'm going to use the girls, and do I want to use a quote? I might want to use a quote. We'll see. All right. So I'll probably take these sheets off and put them in with my other alpha books. Um, so, all right, let's get this going. So put all the deco stuff here for a moment. And I'm not even sure I'm going to end up using the washi, maybe this one. Because this is, actually that's that color too. All right, so I absolutely love this long washi here. And I'm trying to think if I want to use it all across. Do I want to use it here? Oh, there's a dot from a previous uh, video. I really love this, but I don't know if I can use it in a way that it doesn't get too far into my functional space. I just did it. I just took it off the page. So let's see. I can do it here. I would just have to use smaller boxes, but I think it works. Okay. That's a big risk we're taking, but every once in a while we gotta take those risks because otherwise it becomes too boring. Okay. So just those, I'm gonna cover those with a sticker later on. And I think I want to go all the way across. That's exactly what I'm going to do. All the way across. I just happen to love this sticker so much. This uh, strip, that I have to use it. And am I using it in a straight line? Not even close. Oh wow! You know what? Oh my goodness! The washi strip just saved me because guess what? I just realized I pulled the wrong page. So bear with me while I undo this because guess what? I just screwed that up. Now, I'm not going to put you through me whiting out all of it again. And since this is an undated planner, I am just going to move the page to the other side. In fact, I'm going to take it out of my space and bear with me because I'm going to redo this very quickly as I can. I cannot believe I did that. I've done it a few times, but usually not when I'm filming. So, and it's not the end of the world, except I lose a page because there's part of a spread over on the opposite side. So I would end up losing that page because I can't really anything with it. But anyway, la la la. Okay, there's that. And then here we don't have to be as precious since that's going to be, actually, this is the one I'm supposed to be better. Just realized this is the part where the clear sticker goes. And try to cover that as well as best as I can. And as quickly as I can since I screwed that up and picked the wrong page. See, that washi strip already made an impact. Not what I was planning, but it made an impact. Okay, let's get this page here. And I'm using the washi tape because my pages keep shifting on me and I just want it to be easier. So, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start on this corner. But I not noticed that I was going very crooked with this sticker. Oops, and it's not even close enough to the edge. I would have never noticed that I didn't have the right page. Ugh. See what I mean about the pages moving? All right, come on, little washi. Do your job. If I had put it down properly, I probably would have done it right. All right, let's try that third time, shall we? Third time's the charm? Yeah. Third time is the charm. And that is definitely on the edge or as close to the edge as I'm going to get it. And this way. And now I'm going to hold it there because then I will cut that at the end and see another way to keep my sticker down, to keep my pages in place. And then I'm going to use this one. And everything I just did on that page that I'm not using, that's moving on to next week, that's perfectly fine because I will still need to do that. I will still need to use that, do most of what I just did on there um, for next week. So, all right, very good. And this is great. And I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love that. I think it's excellent. All right, I'm going to move this other washi and make it hold things for me because clearly I need the help. All right, let's take a look, make sure that this is still kind of centered. It's crooked, centered, but it's crooked. So let's see if I can straighten it for you a little bit. There we go. All right, so now that we have this all set up, I can move that sheet out of my way and I can then grab all of my sticker sheets, decorative sticker sheets, and start working with them. So I'm going to start with the girls. There's not very many of them left. Actually, no, I'm going to start with a quote. I'm going to use only one. So I'm going to use, let's do this. Now, the paper, the clear paper that they use in these books is very delicate. So if you have any of these books, just, you probably know that you have to like be very careful. Otherwise the sticker will rip right in half. So let's do this. All right. That's a good motivational quote for the start of the week. Then we're going to get, I'm going to put this girl here because she's trying. This is me. This is me in 2021. And it's a reminder that I've worked very hard to get to where I am. I'm not perfect. I'm not exactly where I need to be, but by golly, I've made progress. So she's crooked, isn't she? Okay. And then I think I'm going to leave the rest of the girls for now. All right. So now let's go to some of these other things. And we're going to put gym bag next to her. I'm not whiting out the lines. I'm just being a little bit lazy. I could white out the lines, but I will not. Then we're going to get, I use this healthy snack break. No, I don't want that there. No, wrong color, wrong color. I have none of the yellows left. How did I do that? I must have done a yellow and green kind of a spread. Because I don't have them anymore. All right. I have smaller yellow things. So I want to put this one here. Then, and the goal here is to fill in that space as much as possible. So it's not about it being perfect or anything like that. I like to fill up spaces. So, and is that line through that gym bag going to bother me? Probably. I may go back and fix that. But for now, let's just keep placing stickers. Let's see, there's a tennis racket. Yes, and I'm probably going to finish these stickers today. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with using up your stickers. I'm going to use the scale on Friday. That's usually when I weigh in. So let's see. I will not write my weight on that. I just, this happens to fit on the day. And then this pretty lotus that's here. Oops. Oh no, see what I mean? I just ripped it. I ripped the very edge of it because that's how these stickers behave. Get that little piece. Yes, I can. All right, so I'll place the lotus up here. Oh, perhaps. Maybe not. Maybe I'll put it up down here. I hope I don't have to move that lotus. I don't really want to move this tiny little piece that I just tried to reattach best as I can. And I'm not doing a great job with it, clearly. Oh, that makes me so sad. Nope. You know what? We're going to not do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to move this sticker. That's the first one I move. And we're going to pretend that this was a purposeful cutting of the edge by putting it all the way to the edge of the line. I like to fool myself sometimes. All right, there we go. Oh, it's kind of crooked. It's on the side. I don't care at this point. It's fine. Um, I need this reminder, so I'm going to use the sticker that says stretch it out. I put it right here. Been feeling a little bit tight lately, and I just have to start doing some stretching exercises or something. Then we're going to take find your balance. That's a good one. Put it right here next to the other green sticker. I don't know if I'm going to end up using the washi or not. I think I ended up with with this washi. It's such a great like statement there. And my page is a little bit bent from using it, but that'll flatten out over time. Let's see. I have a ton of tiny little stickers that I can use to fill in, so I'm excited about that. I think I have another copy of this book too, now that I think about it. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. This is how this particular spread usually goes, and I'm like talking all over the place and working all over the place. One here, because that's something that needs to sit on a surface, and so is this pre-workout or juice drink or whatever you want to call this. So it can't float like other things. Well, it can, but you know, you get the idea. I love these gloves. I'm going to use those here. They're floating together. And there's a lot of water bottles in this one. There's a banana. Banana. Okay, this banana is trying to rip on me, so let me see if I can pull it from the bottom. Okay, good. So banana. Banana can fit right here, like so. And there's room for smaller stickers, so I'm gonna fill in with those later on. I will put, we don't have a lot of them. I'll put one of them here. Yep, there. And what else? What else? Still working on the larger elements, trying to get those all in place. Is there anything else that, well, I have more water bottles, but I can wait on those. Or actually, I have water bottles. I have the juice thing and then the water bottles. I'm going to put them here like so. I seem to have all the purple in the same space. Maybe I'll put this one here. All the purple stuff on the bottom. Excuse me. So there's that. And then what else do we have? Oh my God, I love them. Do I want to put another one of the big ones? Yeah, I think I want to put another big round sticker. I think that will be the last one I'll use. Healthy snack break. Okay. Then we have a jump rope. I think I'm going to use one of those girls who's doing a plank. I'm going to put her on the bottom here, so I want to save that space for her. Okay. Fit nicely here. Like so. Then the girl doing the plank. I'm going to do this dark blue one. Don't you dare rip on me. Okay. Another sticker trying to break. Right there. Okay. Then we have a very pink apple. A pink lady apple? Not really. Um, and then what else? We have a tennis ball. Maybe we'll put the tennis ball next to the tennis racket. That might actually work. Okay. I'm gonna find a sticker that fits there. Now we're filling in spaces with extra stickers is where we are. What did I just say I was going to use? Okay, I'm going to use this vitamin here. And, oh, I love the swimming ones. Oh my gosh. You know how rare it is to find a swimming sticker? Fairly is the answer. Most of the time you have to go to Etsy shops to do it, which is not a bad thing, but I'm just saying it just happens to be in my sticker book. I think I'm going to put another girl next to her because there's enough room for one. So we'll put one of these blue yoga girls, little icony things. These are a little bit too big for my project that I'm thinking of. That's why I'm like mostly stick with the little round ones. But let's see. Oh, there are little water bottles here. So we'll put a yellow. No, let's put a. I want more purple on the bottom. Put a dark blue water bottle. If I can get it off the page. There we go. Dark blue. I didn't intend to fill this spot since I have a quote. I don't really need to fill the spot with other stickers. It's okay for the box to be on its own, but the water bottle kind of fits there. All right. So let's see where we still have some spaces where we could put stickers. We have a space here and we have a space here. I could put a little round sticker there, but I don't really want to put a round next to a round. Although I may have to. Oh, I can put one of the heart stickers. Let's see. I have this one, which is too big. But maybe one of these little ones here. Let's do this green one. So that takes up that space. Then I still have the problem of the clock of the round things. Too many round things. I could put the swimmer there because that would be kind of hilarious. I could put something around here. So let me find another one of these little round jobbies. And it's like a riot of color. I love that. I love that there's a ton of different color going on there. So how about not yellow, maybe pink. No, not pink. Maybe blue. Blue. Okay. Blue cycling one here because it fits. And then still looking at the small stickers. I could have a floating bottle of water. I just don't like it. Same thing with the other things. Another blue one though. Guess I'll do the dark blue one. I can put a floating sneaker somewhere. Maybe here. Except here. Okay. And then I still need something in that space. Maybe I'll put one of those running ones. That's kind of a funny thing for me. So funny because I don't run. I used to run once upon a time, but those days are pretty much over. So we're going to put this running sticker here like so. and they have space there. So I only have, oh, wait. I have a pink and metallic holographic dumbbell, or I think this is a bar. I think it's a barbell because it has plates. Okay, let's take a peek. See, pull all the sheets out of the way, and it feels like something needs to be in here. This looks really good. This space here could fit something. Let's see. I can put just a floating bicycle. Why not? We're not trying to be realistic at this point. Oh, and I need something here too. How about a star? I kind of like the stars. The only stars I have are green and yellow, which would make just so much. Oh, I have a pink one. Got a blue one. Oh, I have a purple one. Okay, purple one will work. Reminding this girl that she's a star. All right, I think. Oh gosh. Now I kind of want to fit more stuff here. It's terrible, terrible, I tell you. Nope, I'm going to leave it alone. That was not supposed to be encroached upon with stickers. So, all right, so we're good there. Then I am going to think what else I need to do here. I think there's some boxes in that book, so I can use those. I'm going to put the dates down, I think. It's a good time now to do that since everything is dry. So let's get started. Um, and this book is definitely made for Sunday start girlies because all the day of the week stickers are start with Sunday. So I always have to remember to remember that and not just grab the sticker automatically and think that it's gonna work. So Sunday. Here we go. And I'm probably gonna have to redo these because I'm seeing a lot of the ink, but I don't want to take the time to do it right now. Or the black that I whited out. So I actually like these clear stickers. They are a little bit thicker, so they're easy to maneuver. Yeah, see, you can see the black through it. So I'll fix that later. I'll fix that later. I won't take up your time. Friday, Saturday. And there's an extra Sunday, and I don't know why. Huh. Weird. All right. There's an extra Sunday on the page, but this already had Sunday. It was a Sunday start list. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't use, I used, I have no idea. Maybe that was a leftover Sunday from something else. No clue. All right. So that's the dates there. And then we have the numbers. So 13th. And that blue does not look like the same color either. So, but we got to work with what we got at this point. I looked at 4 different dating sticker books before landing on this one for this spread. So, much harder than I thought to find a good color to use. 16, 17, 18, 19. So, what's going on with you? I can't believe we're back to a Friday. I'm actually off today. On the day when this video goes up. So I have to make myself a list for this weekend because it's going to be another weekend, second weekend in a row where I'm a 3-day weekend taking vacation time. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the day. So that morning I'll get up and just map out my whole day, my whole weekend actually, because I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know Sunday, is it Sunday? Saturday and Sunday we have stuff going on, and so that means I have less time to get things done around here. But I also have to prepare some things because I have some surgery coming up, and I don't want to leave things in really terrible condition. So I don't know if I'm going to use this. I really want to use this washi though, because that washi. How often do you get to use like yellow washi? Not very often at all. But I think it's going to be overkill, especially with the girls in the bottom. So look at that. I just changed my mind because I found something I like better in the book. All right, so now we're going to start adding our functionality, and I'm going to go back to the book to see if there are any boxes that fit. Now this book has these great drink water stickers. I don't have any purple ones left. I don't know how that happened, but I used up all the purple ones. I have every other color. Um, but actually that might not be bad. Hang on a second. I gotta get my what am I talking about? I have to get my other functional stickers because I forgot them. And then I can figure out if I want to use those or not. So, um, all right. So I have one, I have two, and I'm thinking here, people. I'm thinking, all right, I definitely can use those because what I can do is I can skip my usual boxes, but I think those boxes are too wide. I think that was the problem with that. So I'm going to put these here, and I think that's it. Okay. So let me just try with one, and I'm going to have to just get over the fact that there's no purple ones. So let's see if it fits. It does fit. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to do these somewhat randomly. Not totally randomly, but I'm going to use one here. And I can put my other two functional stickers above. So we're good. We're good. Okay. I use the navy one here. I don't have any purple ones, which is what I would love to have on that end. So then a green one here. I'm just picking out colors from the box right above it. So that's how I'm deciding. I could do a rainbow, but I'm not feeling a rainbow. I did a rainbow spread a couple weeks ago, I think. So okay, then yellow next to it. I want to pick out that yellow, maybe. Okay, then light blue over here. Yep. Okay, and then purple. That's what I want there, purple. Um, all right, I'm going to use this green one here. And then what color have I not used? I've used every color. So see what I have left. I have two greens, two blues, not any pinks. I have one pink left, two yellows. So not pink. That much I know. I'll use the dark green because I used it all the way on the other end. So that means I can use it here and not too much repetition. Really, the purple would have been great. But, and yes, I said I have another sticker book. It's in my basement. So I'm not going to go run and get that. All right, so there's that functionality. Then the next functionality is going to be black and white, and that's going to be from my stickers from Proud Sticker Designs and some Planner Kate stickers. So I need to put two different stickers in place. I'm going to do the sleep ones first. And let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So I use these every week. I use 7 of these stickers every week. So it automatically means that I'm going to run out before the end of the year. In fact, I probably have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, have 1 month, not even 2 months left. So I part of this process of figuring out, my planners for next year will be okay. So in addition to planners and stuff, what else do I need? Do I have it in my stash? If I have it in my stash, go find it. If I don't have it in my stash, then put it on the list to buy. Now, here, this is an example of one where, oh, I don't have enough to even bring me to the end of the year. So I may just have to buy those before, in fact, I will have to buy them before all the big sales. And I'm just going to have to be okay with that, you know? So we'll talk more about that in my third video of this series, I think, perhaps. I'm trying to remember what comes first. First is selection. Second, yep. So the third video of this series. I don't want to tell you much more about it because I'm hoping you will watch. Well, the first video will come out before this video, and then the second video will come out 2 days after this video. 2 and 3. I need a little bit of space, not a lot of space. So those that I put close to the middle are going to have to move because I have to put another sticker next to them. And I should have put the other sticker first. Silly me, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm going to grab, and here's another example of another sheet that is running out fast, but I have extra sheets of black and white. So maybe not as much of an issue with that one. So I'm going to put here. Yeah, that's enough space. Okay. This one, and the colors don't even match, but the icons are so small at this point that it doesn't matter as much. Actually, that one matches. Okay. Then this one has to move a little bit. So I do my blood sugar every morning, and then I also keep track of my sleep for a variety of reasons. So those are the things that these stickers go with. So my blood sugar and my sleep. And my sleep, I keep track of both the hours and also the quality of my sleep, because sometimes I don't sleep a ton, but when I look at the hours slot at the quality of my sleep, I had a very good sleep quality. So I think of that as a win. I slept soundly enough and whatnot, and usually also means that I didn't do silly things like stay up too late or pick up my phone in the middle of the night if I wake up. So, yep. So that's how that works. Um, and I'm a diabetic, so I keep track of my blood sugar to make sure that it doesn't get spiky. Um, that's not a good thing if it happens. So that's what that other one is for. Um, and usually there's some other underlying reason. My blood sugar is actually quite good right now, so I do want to make sure that what else is going on with my life. What could possibly be sending that number so high. Um, those are the things that I'm looking at. So, but my blood sugar is actually in a normal range. All right, so that's the functionality of that space. Then next up, there's two more places, well, three more places where there's functionality. So we had a lot of fun with that first box, but now it's time to make the donuts or, pay the piper or whatever you want to call it. All right, so next, I'm going to leave this for last. I might not do that on camera if I don't have time. I'm going to put my functional boxes across the bottom. And this is where I think it's going to be challenging. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. And see, I have purple here. I'm going to use these appointment boxes. I'm just going to go ahead and chop them up. So don't be afraid to make a sticker into what you need. So, yep. So I just basically trimmed off the piece that I don't need. And now I have a box sticker. I'm going to have to write small. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. But that's okay. That is okay. Um, so this section that I am putting in right now is called my wins section. So in that section, I write my one thing. Sometimes I have more, but usually I write one thing that was a health win for the day. So I walked, I drank all my water, I slept enough, I don't know what else. I rejected a temptation because that's as important to me. So somebody brought cookies and I said no. Um, so all the little wins. And as I've been saying, for those of you who are here regularly, sorry because I keep repeating myself, but for those of you who are new, um, I am not focusing on exercise the same way now that I normally would. So instead of, you know, planning workouts and things like that, I am just trying to make sure that I do good, healthy things. And at some point when I am ready, excuse me, I will go back to the gym. I will go back to exercising. I actually have a home gym, so I have no, it's not that I need a gym, but I will start working out again when I'm ready, when I feel like I can sustain a rhythm that I can be proud of. So for now, I'm proud of, walking to the bus, getting my 10,000 steps, drinking all my water, sleeping, um, saying no to something that would be a drain on my time and my energy, that sort of thing. Uh-oh, I don't have a blue one. I just realized that. I don't think there's another page of those either. Let's just quickly check. Oh, wow, that was a baddie. So what happens when you don't plan your spreads, when you just sort of go with the flow? Um, I don't want to do that. I was going to cut up one of those. All right, well, we're going to cut up a box. I'm going to take a big box sticker. We do have some of those. And we're going to make it into a dark blue box. So I'm going to take that. And I'm going to cut off the top first, the part that we're not going to use. And I do realize that some of these have a little bit of writing, and that's fine. That doesn't bother me as much. I just wanted a box that coordinates. So I'm gonna cut off the top. And I'm doing this off camera only because I want to get a very straight line. So here's the top that I need. And then I need to put the sticker down like so. So that then I can cut it where I need to cut it. There we go. Take it back off the page. Now I'm going to cut across that line that I just made. Hopefully very straight. Not sure if I did it or not, but I'll put the sticker back down and right next to this one. Okay. Then grab my tweezers, grab that little edge, put that edge on top, like so. Oops, a little bit crooked. Get on this end. Okay, there we go. I made a box. And last but not least, another dark green box. And part of what I'm going to do with my process for preparing for next year is actually look at my sticker books that I use the most, where I do have replacements, like for example my fitness sticker books, and go grab them. So, or not go grab them at the time, but again, that's part of the third video, and I'll tell you more about that then. It's not all about shopping. All right, so this is working. This is looking okay. Now we have to finish off this side. And I think I may do the rest of this off camera, but we'll see. So right now I need two things. I need two boxes. I need one box to go at the top. So I'm going to use one of these large ones. Um, Fortunately, I don't need that color. And I have a lot of purple on the top, so I'm not going to use purple. So pink or blue. And I also have a lot of blue. All right, let's use the purple one. Then the one that says appointment, which kind of, I don't know why they would put an appointment box in a fitness book, but whatever. We're gonna make it work. So this is going to be for my goals. Oh, and that's crooked. I already tell it's crooked. All right. And then we're gonna put a small box on the bottom for check-in. Then we'll decorate the sidebar very quickly as humanly possible. Oh no, I still put it down the same exact crookedness. How does one do that? Is what I want to know. You know, let me know, okay? I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, like that. There we go. That's nice and straight. And then we need a smaller box, and this book does have some smaller boxes. It actually has a very long one, but I don't need anything quite that big in that space. It still has that lovely navy, which I really like. That would have been even better. No, purple is good because I'm not using that purple. I'm not going to try to match purple. I don't have purple for this. I don't think I had purple for that, so we're going to leave it alone. And then in the bottom, we will use the yellow for the check-in. And I just broke a perfect, an almost perfect rainbow going on there. But I need the box. All right, so let's go back to the deco stickers that are on this book, in this book. And I think what I'd love to do is to do a girl. And I use my yoga girl right here. She's tall and takes up a lot of room. And then we'll see if we can find another quote. Actually, a quote doesn't fit there. Well, it does, but I really want to quote there with another quote where it is. Wah, wah. All right. Yes, if we do something, which is, first of all, see if it fits, because if it doesn't fit, that whole plan is out the window. And it doesn't fit. Shoot. I was going to have her stand on top of the quote, but she doesn't fit with the quote. So let's look at the other girls that are on that page. Maybe I use a shorter one. Uh-oh. Okay. Because I have another quote that I can use. Yep. All right. So let's remove this girl. You're so lovely there. You know what? I'm still going to use this girl. She's going to stand somewhere else, though. She's going to stand on this line instead. A lot of pink together, though. A ton of pink on the spread already. Shoot. That's so close to that other thing, too. All right. I'm just thinking here for a sec. All right. So let's move this girl first. And I think the sticker that I spent all that time getting straight. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't break. Nope. You know what? That sticker's not going anywhere. Shoot. All right. I'm going to have to use this girl here. So she's stretching. That's good. I have another stretching sticker over there. So that's good. Then, nope, don't want that there. So all that work for nothing. So let me think. I'm removing the backing from the rest of the page so that I can put these stickers back, and not try to line them up with um, where they were. So a little trick sometimes you have to play in order to get your stickers back on the page in one piece, or rather, go back in one piece, come off in multiple pieces. All right, let's see this one here, like so, and I'll put this one here. Oops! Oh no, that backing. And I'm gonna put the girl back on the page, and I'm thinking. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, that one had a piece of extra plastic in it. Since I cannot move that girl, or cannot move that box, that's the only thing that's kind of throwing me off at this point. Let me look at the Jim Hair Don't Care sticker one more time. Sorry, this spread is always a challenging one for me. I don't know why. Even though I do it every single week, I've been doing this is my longest planner that I've had. I just cannot make it work in that space. Cannot make that quote work. All right, put the sticker back. Ugh, gym time. Work hard. Okay, work hard, and guess what? It's not also holographic, so it bothers me a little bit less than the other one. So, except now I feel like I need something else, because that doesn't occupy the space. Let's look at the deco elements one more time. And sorry, I'm just floundering a little bit because I want to make sure that I get this just about right. I think this is the only thing that kind of works and takes up the room. Okay, there we go. All right, last but not least, we're going to get some titles on those boxes. If I can find the book that has the titles. Okay, I found the book that has the titles. And one is going to say goals, and the other one is going to be check-in, and then the last one is going to be wins. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Goals. I'm going to go right there. And I should have done something with that, but I didn't, but that's okay because it covered it. Oh my goodness. And then check-in. Check-in right here. That's the box where I check in on my goals. Goals, check-in, and then wins is going to be right next to this. And remember, I had whited it out on the other one, but I didn't white it out on this one. So I'm going to have to fix that at some point, like now. And then the only thing that you're not going to see on video, because I've already taken up enough of your time, is I am going to use some highlighters, and I'm going to draw lines. I'm going to try to find colors that match these, and I'm going to draw lines on the side to just add a little bit of color, because that box is too white and it actually hurts my eyes to look at it with nothing on there. So here's the win sticker next to my boxes. All right, let's take this tape off. A few little fixes that I have to do after the fact, but other than that, we are in great shape here. I'm going to cut off those pieces on the end and show you the final thing, minus the highlighter, of course. All right, that's one. Undo this one. I'm glad I used the tape. It just meant a little bit more of a challenge, but on the other hand, I feel like it just added a little something, and it kind of balances out, busy, and then it's going to be very simple. So let's take a peek see. All right. So here we have it, folks, another fitness spread. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and have a good one. Bye.